Implementing informal education will help the learners to outsource information for themselves and not only depend on information they're getting from the school and connect more to the learning. Cultural learning, unity, and community effort will help the students see the importance of education when they are receiving that push from the community and not only from the school force. Intellectual games, fitness games will also help with the intellectual growth of the learner in terms of education. Implementing African proverbs will teach learners the deep philosophical truths within education. Music and orature should be implemented to help the learner communicate education in a more creative way and discover some of the talents that they have. African religion and Christianity were a big part of our education during colonialism. They must be implemented even in the education we have today. To create an empowering teaching practice, the following elements of the education system should be implemented, allowing students to face education within their own identity and change nothing about their past, but instead incorporate and recognize some of their past experiences to the current learning system. We should also allow the students to learn in their home languages or languages that they understand best while teaching them the languages that will help their international engagements. To create an empowering teaching practice, our education system should provide equal education opportunities and multicultural education, which is enforcing a unified educational system and equal educational quality for all, with all schools allowing every learner of any race to enroll. We need to do away with the historically white schools which offer an education compared to that of the best schools across the world, and the historically black schools which are offering much less well-equipped and poor quality education. The South African higher education system seems to be quite demanding. Bearing in mind all the work that one has to put in, I do not think I would be the best Minister of Higher Education. However, whoever has to be a Minister of Higher Education should be focused on creating a less market-driven education for learners to perform well, become graduates of high quality in order to contribute towards the socio-economic demands. Steering the South African higher education would not be a simple task to accomplish, as government steering before our democracy was aimed at mainly advancing white South Africans. I would focus on implementing the institutional steering model, which is focused on protecting both black and white learners' academic values and traditions against political instabilities, ensuring we overcome all educational obstacles, one of them being tuition fee, which is mostly dependent on the government, through ensuring that educational funding remains one of the first main priorities. With all that I have learned through all the reading materials in this unit, I have come to discover what might be needed to better prepare my initial teacher education and to prepare my learners for the realities of their future learning, along with program innovation within the classroom. Ensuring that there is inclusivity and equality and an incorporation of our educational history will be my main priority. The new me. The new me has now discovered the history of education, where we are from as Africans, and how deprived some of the Africans were in terms of education, and how we can better the educational system as teachers and as learners. And this will be incorporated in my classroom as I go further with teaching. A new way of teaching and learning for me would be to offer a holistic perspective and create opportunities for students in decision making, problem solving, social skills, and team participation through learning and teaching experiences. I will use impactful teaching strategies to solve the learners' complex problems, focusing on peer interaction and their learning performance, while giving them opportunities to give their input through survey questionnaires.